Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Prepare for a roller coaster of feelings and shocks as Salem's occupants face critical minutes in the following episode of Days of Our Lives on Monday, August 21. In the realm of Days of Our Lives, energizing situations are set to unfurl. The existences of the characters in Salem accept new turns as they explore through feelings, connections, and captivating circumstances. We should dig into the features of what the future holds for our cherished characters in this episode. Shawn's battles. In the realm of Days of Our Lives on Monday, August 21, a convincing storyline unfurls. Shawn Brady, wrestling with serious sorrow over the deficiency of Victor Kiriakis, ends up plummeting into a disturbing twisting. Consumed by culpability, Shawn accepts he is responsible for Victor's downfall. Once more, this profound weight drives him to segregate himself from Beauty Brady's endeavors to connect, and he looks for comfort in liquor. The circumstance appears to be ready for additional difficulties and anguish as Days spoilers hint that Shawn's disastrous way of behaving is set to re-emerge, causing profound worry for Beauty and the potential repercussions that could follow. Nicole's recollections. Somewhere else in Salem, Nicole Walker takes a strong respite to ponder her special history with the late Victor. In the midst of her thinking back, Nicole's considerations likewise go to Brady Dark, as she ponders his prosperity right after these new occasions. In an alternate corner of the town, Brady winds up wrestling with his very own quandary. Hearing a discussion between Clopath and Beauty, he discovers that Chloe is considering tolerating Xander Cook's proposition to be engaged. Brady's sentiments about this disclosure are blended, as he's not energetic about Chloe's possible association with Xander. Regardless of his reservations, Brady appears to be leaned to embrace another methodology and proposition his help. The circumstance is muddled by his past confirmation of imparting a kiss to Chloe, a disclosure that brought about an actual quarrel with Xander. It is not yet clear, assuming Brady will return to this theme during his discussion with Chloe, possibly starting further strain. Xander's misconception and happy minutes. Inside the rich walls of the Kiriakis Chateau, another subplot unfurls, including Xander, Sarah Horton, and Chloe. Xander rushes to make the mixed-up judgment call that he is the dad of Sarah's unborn kid, a thought set off by the high-level phase of her pregnancy. Sarah eagerly disproves Xander's supposition, declaring that Rex Brady is the genuine dad of her child. Notwithstanding Xander's suspicion, Sarah's assurance and solid words at last convince him to acknowledge reality. In a differentiating new development, Xander's future with Chloe takes an endearing turn. Floated by his freshly discovered lucidity, Xander makes the strong stride of proposing to Chloe. Thrilled by Chloe's acknowledgement, Xander puts a wedding band on her finger, fixing their responsibility with a celebratory kiss that denotes the start of an interesting part in their lives. In the meantime, legitimate interest unfurls as Melinda Trask looks for some help from Sloane Peterson. Melinda inclinations Sloane to address Lee Shin as another client, a solicitation joined by an unpretentious indication of the mysterious Melinda holds. With her insight into a secret truth, Melinda anticipates that Sloane should respond by satisfying this solicitation. The basic pressure in this trade comes from Sloane's responsibility over keeping basic data from Eric Brady, her adored one. Sloane ponders the heaviness of her mysterious and the cost it takes on her inner voice. Expectation on unburdening herself, Sloane plans to admit to Eric sooner rather than later. Be that as it may, her expectations are ruined by startling actual inconvenience, as issues disturb her arrangements for admission. The unexpected new development presents a component of tension, alluding to looming show connected to Sloane's confidential and its possibly significant results. Days of Our Lives see for the 7-day stretch of August 21 to 25, 2023, begins with the voice once again expressing that Duol's accolade go on for Victor Kiriakis, perhaps of TV's most infamous lowlife. In the video, Marlena brings a toast up in memory of Victor. In the meantime, the endless child show go on in Salem. Xander at last encounters Sarah and looks into her pregnancy. Somewhere else, Eric and Sloan go to the specialist for Sloan's maternity examination. Continue to peruse to figure out what new intricacies are going to emerge next on the Peacock Cleanser. Marlena raises a toast to Victor. Days of Our Lives review uncovers that during the 7-day stretch of August 21 to 25, 2023, Marlena Evans will bring a toad up in Victor's memory as she eats with Roman. The last option will be an image of disarray over Marlena's toast. He will inquire as to whether she is really grieving the old blackguard. Well, the facts really confirm that Victor had been a troublesome individual to manage. In any case, she could own up to Roman that she is really devastated for Brady and every other person who was joined to Victor. The Times of Our Lives review further shows a few bits of Victor's most famous Mean Machine side as a component of the recognition. Strangely, in one of those scenes, Marlena is seen smacking Victor right across his face, as a greater amount of his despicable past pours out on the screen. Kristen will consider the horrendous things he did to her, counting the child trade and concealing Rachel's actual personality from her. Nicole, as well, will have a comparable reflection as she talks with Brady. She will let him know that Victor generally treated her like soil. Xander meets Sarah, another entanglement for Sloan. Sarah had been making an honest effort to remain as distant from Xander as could be expected. In any case, the most recent Days of Our Lives video uncovers that the ex-couple will at last meet. Xander will get the shock of his life when he understands that Sarah is pregnant. Besides how far along she really is, he will expect that he is maybe the dad of the child and ask her for what good reason she didn't tell him. Albeit other DOOL spoilers bother that Sarah might let him know that the child has a place with Rex. So that could drag out the feline and just a little longer. In the meantime, Eric and Sloan will have a discussion where she will be very nearly admitting Nicole's child's actual paternity to Eric. Be that as it may, an unexpected sharp aggravation in her gut will stop her mid-sentence during the 7-day stretch of August 21 to 25, 2023. Eric and Sloan will quickly race to the specialist to have Sloan looked at on Days of Our Lives. Is the child all right? Eric asks Kayla in the video as she actually looks at Sloan. At the point when Peter Port entered Days of Our Lives as Dimitri, we knew at rent one female key person will be stricken by the attractive fallen angel. Also, the producers didn't make us stand by excessively some time before driving Gwen and Dimitri into one another's circles. However, one thing that we didn't see coming was a furtive issue among him and Leo obvious. We need to give it to DOOL for really giving us a stunner. Leo and Dimitri's science has been lit to the point that it didn't take us excessively lengthy to get it. Be that as it may, it seems like Gwenny dear is not in any kind of mood of tolerating it. Indeed, even subsequent to finding them in the act so often, she has been disregarding the self-evident. Alas, the spoilers bothered that in the approaching episodes, reality will become excessively clearly for her to not acknowledge. As a matter of fact, it appears to be that Peter has taken a sharp preference for a Leo romantic tale, to such an extent that he is making it a stride further by doing something else entirely of Leo love on trademark. Confused? Try not to be. Here is all you really want to realize about Peter Port's most recent experience. Trademark films are no aliens to having cleanser stars title them. Like Cameron Matheson and Ryan Peavy of General Medical Clinic, Peter Port also has attaches with the channel. What's more, the attractive entertainer is good to go to radiate brilliantly on one more romantic comedy for the channel. He will star in a film named Notes of Pre-Winter with Ashley Williams, Marcus Rosner, and Luke McFarlane. In the fall flick, Ashley and Luke play two companions carrying on with lives as various as chalk and cheddar. As fall settles, the two choose to trade spots to carry a newness to their lives. Presently, here's the fascinating part. Luke McFarlane plays the person Leo, who moves into his companion's home and meets her companion, Matt, played by Peter Port. What's more, obviously, Matt becomes hopelessly enamored with Leo. The task's leader maker expresses that an extraordinary story that celebrates how love can bloom in the most startling ways. Furthermore, truly, we are absolutely anticipating it. The destinies of couples is dependably eccentric on days of our lives. Be that as it may, it appears to be Peter's personality will have a higher possibility viewing as a cheerfully ever after with his Leo in the film. So will you be tuning ready? Let us know in the remarks. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.